Good afternoon everyone. We are group material support. So dito, matatakel namin kung ano yung mga responsibility ng mga material support. So ito yung mga group meets namin. So next slide please. So organization and function material. So the material is one of the key units within on area maintenance and engineering organization. Ensures the availability of parts and supplies to support maintenance operations. So syempre, yung materials is essential siya sa maintenance ng isang aircraft. So siya din yung responsible sa mga inventory, logistics, balancing stock level, ensuring timely deliveries and procuring quality materials control within the budget. So syempre, yung organization din ang nag-handle ng mga defective parts, repairs, vendor relationship. So by integrating inventory control, purchasing and shipping, material aligns its function to meet operational, technical and financial goals, ensuring efficient support for maintenance while optimizing cost and compliance. So next slide please. So the next one is material management. So material focuses on the logistics and scope of aviation inventory management, ensuring management support operations. So syempre, yung material management naman, nagpo-focus siya sa logistics. So responsible din siya sa mga magpag-replenish ng store parts, managing inventory cost, forecasting needs, optimizing physical inventory space, setting minimum and maximum stock level. Siya din yung responsible sa handling repairs, returns, and mga defective parts. And mitigating risk from bogus parts. It also involves understanding the supply network and managing the ongoing utilization of aircraft parts. So next slide please. So the next one is inventory control. Inventory control is a continuous effort to supervise the supply, storage, and availability of aircraft parts, ensuring that maintenance activities are supported effectively. So, siyempre, yung inventory control naman, siya yung nagsusupervise ng mga supply, storage, then yung mga availability ng mga aircraft parts. The key objective are to maintain adequate supplies, avoid overstocking and undersupplying, and prevent aircraft on the ground situations. So, siyempre, ang purpose objective naman siya yung nag-maintain ng mga supply, ina-avoid din niya yung mga overstocking and undersupplying ng mga parts ng aircraft. Okay. Next slide please.
So, dito naman tayo sa exchange warranty and modification of parts. So, an exchange warranty refers to a warranty arrangement where instead of repairing a defective or malfunctioning products, the manufacturer or seller replace the defective item with a new or republished one. This often happens when a product is under warranty and cannot be repaired, or if the manufacturer repairs the efficiency of providing a direct replacement rather than attempting to fix the original product. So dito, ang example dito siguro ng pinakamadali nating mabibigay is yung sa mga mall na nabili nating item na halimbawa is may 7 days replacement, para siyang ganun, nagwo-work ganun. So, next slide please. So, isa pa dito is yung example is avionics, exchange warranty, manufacturers such as those producing radar system or flight management system may offer exchange warranties if a system fails within the warranty period. So, ayun nga, yung katulad na in-explain ko kanina, may certain period lang siya na pwedeng palitan. So, next slide. So, sa modification of parts naman, refers to alteration, enhancement, or customization of specific components of a product, changing the design or function of the original parts, replacing or upgrading parts with newer or different versions. So, adjusting, ito kasama din dito yung pag-adjust ng parts for improved performance or fit. So, next slide. So, ang example ng modification of parts is airplane modification. If a specific part of an aircraft such as the wing or fuselage needs to be modified to accommodate a new type of engine, improve landing gear, or to meet new environmental standard, This modification would be carried out under the strict regulatory oversight to ensure that the aircraft remains airworthy. So, sa pagmamodify naman ng parts, may mga directives pa din naman tayo na kailangan sundin para masigurado natin yung safety and airworthiness ng aircraft. So, next slide. So, parts receiving, quality control. So, parts receiving in aviation process involves the acceptance, inspection, and documentation of parts delivered to an aviation maintenance organization or aircraft operator. It ensures that the correct parts are received, meet the required specification, and are fit for use in the aircraft. This process is closely linked to quality control as it ensures that only parts that meet safety and compliance standard are used in maintenance or assembly. So next slide. So quality control. Quality control in aviation is an systematic process used to ensure that all parts, components, and services meet the rigorous standards required for aviation safety. So sa quality control naman is kailangan natin ma-ensure dito sa process na to na lahat ng parts na marireceive natin is pasok sa mga standard na ibinigay sa atin. So next slide. Inventory control. Inventory control refers to the management of parts, material, and supplies used in the maintenance, repair, and operation of aircraft. Effective inventory control ensures that right parts are available when needed. So dito sa inventory control, dapat alam natin kung gaano pa kadami yung mga parts na naka-stock sa ano natin, sa storage natin, kung may mga magagamit pa ba tayo pag halimbawa kailangan natin itong tools na to, ganyan. So importante din to na alam natin bago tayo magsimula ng isang repair or maintenance sa isang aircraft. So next slide.
Uh, Support function material. The support function material in aircraft management, maintenance, and material support involves ensuring that all the necessary equipments, tools, parts, and supplies are available and efficiently managed to maintain aircraft operability, safety, and compliance with regulatory standards. These functions is critical for reducing downtime, improving efficiency, and ensuring the smooth operation of maintenance activities. These support functions can be stated briefly as A. Ordering, B. Storing, C. Issuing, D. Controlling, and E. Handling of parts and supplies. Next slide, please.
Dito naman tayo sa parts control. It refers to management and supervision of aircraft parts and supplies to guarantee their availability, condition, and adherence to legal specifications for safe and effective operations. Dito naman sa parts control, dito binibigay yung mga supply na dapat ay sumusunod sila sa mga regulatory bodies bago gamitin ng isang aircraft. Organizations involved in aviation maintenance and operations across the supply chain, such as distributors and suppliers of aircraft parts, manufacturers of aircraft parts, maintenance, repair, and overhaul or MROs facilities, original equipment manufacturers, OEMs, distributors of aircraft parts, general aviation maintenance facilities, and other organizations within the supplying aviation supply chain. Use inventory management for aircraft parts. Dito naman ang sinasabi lang dito ay yung kung paano hinahandle ng isang organization yung mga parts na ginagamit ng isang aircraft, pati yung logistic niya kung paano siya dinidistribute sa mga consumers. Next slide please. Parts handling. Parts handling in aviation is all about organizing and moving aircraft parts material to make sure they are available when needed. This includes tasks like receiving, checking, labeling, storing, and distributing of parts. while keeping accurate inventory records. Dito naman sa parts handling, dito lahat makikita yung mga records ng aircraft parts na ni-release o kung paano siya ini-store, chine-check, o pag nare-receive na, pag pinapadala na sa consumers or sa mga customers na gagamit na mga companies. Most commonly handled parts are components like fasteners, bolts, screw nuts, bearings, electrical parts, filters, tires, lubricants, hydraulic fluids, and avionics. Next slide, please.
Other material functions. The maintenance department is directly impacted by the previous mentioned basic material functions. The daily operation of stores and materials include additional tasks and activities for their own upkeep to support, such as obsolete parts, parts receiving quality control, and loaner parts, bogus parts. Next slide, please.
Obsolete parts. Obsolete parts are components that are no longer meet the latest regulations or standards. Dito naman sa obsolete parts, sinasabi lang dito na yung mga obsolete parts na ginagamit sa aircraft, ito yung pinapangalanan na obsolete, yung mga hindi na ginagamit or pinalitan na. Sa madaling salita, hindi pinalitan na siya or may mas updated na ginagamit kaysa dun sa specific na part ng aircraft na yun. How do aviation companies handle obsolete parts? Identification management, upgrades, replacement, proper storage, stocking and disposal, recycle, and donating for training purposes. Dito naman kung paano nila hinahandle o paano nila dinidispose yung mga ginagamit, yung mga obsolete parts ng aircraft. Dito naka-specify lahat yun. Next slide.
Next is stores. So yung mga store po, sila po yung mga nag-i-issue ng mga parts natin. Usually sila din po yung responsible for delivering of parts or sila din yung mga responsible kapag kapag nag-receive din po ng mga stocks nila. So next po is yung purchasing. So sila naman po ay responsible sa mga supplies natin and sila rin po ang nag-check ng mga supplies natin. For example, yung purchasing, kunyari ikaw po ay marketing ng parts. So meron tayong composite laboratory, so mag-order po tayo from abroad. Yun po yung pinaka-example natin. So next po is so shipping and receiving po. So sa shipping and receiving, sila po yung responsible usually sa mga parcel or items na paparating sa ating store. So, kailangan nila i-double check yung mga item kung kompleto ba or wala namang manufacturer defect. Kapag meron, siyempre, i-report agad natin dun sa pinanggalingan ng item para magawan agad ng paraan and maging maayos yung item and stocks natin.
Shelf life. The Federal Aviation Administration, or FAA, defines shelf life as the amount of time a raw material can be stored under particular circumstances while still meeting the requirements of the relevant material specification, as stated in Advisory Circular AC 43214. O-rings, paints, solvents, adhesive, sealants, and the like are the few examples of materials. When working with aircraft or aviation parts, shelf life may be crucial. So sa shelf life po, kailangan natin ano yung mga materials natin kung pwede pa po ba siyang gamitin. Kasi maaari po siyang makaapekto kung lagpas na po siya kung tumagal na po siya, yung kunyari mga chemicals po, pwedeng pag ginamit natin, mas lalo pa po siyang makasira imbis na makatulong. So, next slide, please. It is necessary to design a procedure for identifying and appropriately storing products having a set shelf life. Like limited items and materials that are sensitive to temperature or the environment, such as sealant, epoxy resins, or prepreg composite materials This process should prevent the unintentional installation of obsolete components or materials. There should be protocols in place to monitor when they expire or to provide instructions on how to separate or discard them after their useful life is up. So, kailangan po natin ma-manage ng maayos yung mga items natin para maiwasan po natin yung paggamit ng mga items na ano na po yung shelf life niya na matagal na po siyang naka-imbak. Kasi po maaari po itong mag-cause ng, pagkasira when ginamit natin sa ating aircrafts. So next slide please.
Parts ordering. Parts ordering is the process of purchasing or acquiring components necessary for an organization operation. It ensures the availability of parts for manufacturing, repair, maintenance, or production. Initial provisioning. This involves obtain parts based on the manufacturer's recommendation for new equipment and system. It considers the needs of existing users of the equipment to optimize inventory. Reordering. Inventory levels are maintained by monitoring usage rates. This process factor in flight schedules, maintenance demands, and repair times to ensure components are restocked promptly. Next, part storage. Proper storage ensure that parts are organized and protected from damage after being received. This facilitates easy access and readiness for use. Standard storage, a row shelf bin system, is utilized for quick identification and retrieval of parts. Storage is typically categorized by aircraft model for compatibility. Special storage, certain parts require special handling such as refrigeration for sensitive components or secure areas for hazardous materials. Facility section. Designated zone are established for quarantine, flammable items, and serviceable and non-serviceable parts. Proper storage minimizes damage and ensures compliance with safety standards. Next, parts issue. This step involves distributing parts to relevant teams or workstation for specific tasks like maintenance, repair, or production. Efficient processes. Parts are issued near the work centers to save time for repairable item. Exchange system ensuring accountability. Non-repairable items are disposed or of appropriately. Builds aircraft kits. These kits contain essential items like engine oil and tires for line maintenance during aircraft turnarounds, especially at remote station. They help minimize downtime and streamlines operation. Next,
So, loaner parts and bogus parts. Airlines that have the same type of fleet or aircraft sometimes have a loaner parts or contacts or agreements with one another. When one of the airline is in need of a part that other airline has, it can borrow the part of its own aircraft. These types are part are known as loaner part. Yung loaner part po is, ito yung mga parts ng aircraft na halimbawa meron si Cebu Pacific na kailangan ni Philippine Airlines. Pwede manghiram si Philippine Airlines kay Cebu Pacific and then yun yung tinatawag na loaner parts. Tapos, yung bogus parts are unproved parts which could be counterfeit, stolen, production overrun, sold unauthorized, parts which may have exceeded their time limits, or fraudulently marked parts which are untraceable and lack any of type of paperwork and thus have adequate credentials. And this is the parts of FAA that identifies the bogus part containing of the following information on how to identify an unqualified supplier. First is low ball prices, suspiciously fast service, lack data, and lack of paper trail. If any one of these situations arises, you should inspect the product, check the parts tracking, and inspect the parts for visual defects. And the penalties for bogus parts in the United States and other countries may include criminal charges and very hefty fines depending on the seriousness of the case. Next is store tool calibration. The tool calibration program is required by the FAA. The FAA requires that the specialized tooling used by aircraft maintenance such as torque wrenches, multimeters, pitot static boxes, and other specialized tooling. This is very important lalo na sa torque wrenches kasi as we all know na yung torque wrenches is need siya na nakakalibrate to operate on precise na paghigpit sa mga tool mga part na paggagamitan nito. And then lastly, the stock level adjustments. The initial provisioning of an airline is similar to the initial maintenance program developed for a new aircraft and a new operator. Experience of the operator will indicate the need of this stock change to experience of the operator will starting over point over the time. The parts required, the quality needed in stock, and the reorder points will be determined by the actual maintenance activity. And this will vary from airline to airline as well as from route to route within the airline. Therefore, it is necessary to have a continuous surveillance of parts usage and adjustments needed to be made as necessary. This is a joint effort of the maintenance and material section and is commensurate with the cost control and budgeting the activities. And that's all. Thank you for listening to our report today about material support.